As the hardest working man in Hollywood and an all-around nice guy, it's always nice to see The Rock prosper under the public eye. The football player turned wrestler or fitness guru turned highest paid actor in the world lives well, taking care of his family and health above all else. But that doesn't mean Dwayne The Rock Johnson's net worth can't be used for fun. In today's video, we will be showing you how Dwayne Johnson spends his millions. Without further ado, let's begin. Johnson was born on the 2nd of May 1972 in Hayward, California. His family was indeed a wrestling family, with both his father and grandfather having once been professional wrestlers. Even his grandmother was a female wrestling promoter. When he was young, Dwayne lived in New Zealand with his mother's family for a very short period. He went to Richmond Road Primary School in Auckland, but then moved back to the US and spent 10th grade at a high school in Hawaii. The next year, the family had to relocate to Pennsylvania, and this is where Johnson started to take up an interest in football. He was offered a football scholarship by the University of Miami and took it. He was on the national championship team at Miami, but was replaced due to being out because of an injury. While at uni, Dwayne met his future wife, Denny Garcia, who is the founder of a wealth management firm in Miami. After graduating, Dwayne moved to Canada to join the Calgary Stampeders in the CFL. Dwayne Johnson's career. In 1996, Dwayne had several wrestling tryouts at the WWF, in which he won a single match and lost 2 more. Later that year, he was offered a contract by the WWF, which he signed. Johnson made his WWE debut in 1996 as Rocky Maivia. He debuted on Monday Night Raw as a member of Mark Mero's entourage on November 4, 1996, and had his first match at Survivor Series on November 17 in an 8-man elimination tag match. In 2002, he was named the People's Champion, and since then has won multiple competitions and titles in the WWE. His first major acting role was in The Scorpion King, and he's now become one of the biggest actors worldwide. Johnson has worked alongside actors such as Kevin Hart, Mark Wahlberg, Zac Efron, Jason Statham, Vin Diesel, and Jack Black. Throughout his career, The Rock has dedicated himself entirely to mastering his craft and keeping himself in peak physical condition. Check out Dwayne Johnson's workout routine on our fitness site, Jack Gorilla. How much money is Dwayne Johnson worth? As of 2023, The Rock's net worth is $800 million. How does Dwayne Johnson spend his money? Dwayne The Rock Johnson is one of the top-grossing stars in Hollywood, making money through acting, producing, and sponsorship deals. Through 7 Bucks Productions, he creates starring roles for himself in blockbusters and teams up with other major studios. In 2006, Johnson founded the Dwayne Johnson Rock Foundation, a charity that works with children with illnesses, disorders, and disabilities to improve their self-esteem and help empower their lives. Johnson spends a lot of his money on food. To maintain his physique, he eats more than 5,000 carbs a day, sometimes across up to 7 meals. He'll have massive carb-up nights where he just loads up on sushi. All in all, he eats about 10 pounds of food a day. He also buys custom cars. Car blogs have identified several expensive cars in Johnson's garage, but his favorite seems to be a monster truck-like Ford F-150 pickup with custom modifications. Johnson likes to give gifts and get tattoos as well. He also often gets from place to place in a fancy Gulfstream G650. He bought a $5.5 million Miami mansion in 2014. His collection of estates. Just like The Rock isn't confined to a singular profession, neither are his estates. With more than 10 properties just in Florida itself, Johnson has also built himself a mansion in California, which is worth approximately $27.8 million. His California home was bought from renowned Hollywood actor Paul Reiser, but was previously owned by rocker Alex Van Halen, who built the property in the year 1993. Spreading across 3.6 acres, the house is very European in style and features an impressive 18,000 square feet living area. Of course, we're talking about The Rock here, so the property also includes a state-of-the-art gym. Impressive 4-wheel drives. Dwayne's collection of cars is nothing short of impressive. He seems to have a particular interest in Ford. driving a 2017 Ford GT and a Ford Hennessy Velociraptor. He also tends to appreciate classical-looking cars, such as the 1971 Chevy Chevelle, but his vast majority of four-wheel drives lean towards sportier race cars. His most expensive car to date. Dwayne's Pagani Huayra, a car that was only manufactured to 100 units according to an agreement as part of Pagani's agreement with engine supplier Mercedes-AMG. His watch collection. Most famously associated with chunky watches from the Italian brand Panerai, Johnson has a very impressive watch collection. He chooses to sport pieces that are large, otherwise they would probably get lost in all the man's muscles. He favors what are referred to be tool timepieces, which were initially intended to be worn while performing hazardous tasks underwater, in the air in a plane's cockpit, or while firing high-caliber machine guns, aka a bunch of adrenaline-intensive activities. These hefty creatures include an MTM Special Ops watch in Skyscraper, a black Rolex Sea Dweller in Baywatch, and an Oris Pro Diver with a rubber strap in Fast and Furious 6. They belong in the same aesthetic category as a Humvee or a high-caliber machine gun due to their weight, robust construction, military utility, and large open faces. It's no secret, The Rock takes extremely good care of his body, so it should come as no surprise to hear he consumes lean protein in the way of 821 pounds of cod a year. That's about $1,500 per annum pocket change. Really. Several personal trainers, $100 to $250 per month on gym memberships alone. Johnson rarely skips a day. An entire wardrobe of bespoke suits. They obviously don't produce his size for the rack. $35,000 on a Rolex. $1 million on a Pagani Huayra. $10 million to $65 million, depending on whether he rents or owns his Gulfstream G650 private jet, the fastest one in the world. $3.4 million on a 5-bedroom, 7-bathroom Southwest Ranches, Florida mansion in 2012, sold a year later for $3 million. $4.5 million on a Fort Lauderdale, Florida mansion. An undisclosed amount on a 6-bedroom Hidden Hills, California home, later sold for $4.9 million. Johnson has since moved back to Southwest Ranches, Florida, living in a $5.5 million home. He also owns a farm just outside of Charlottesville, Virginia. The Rock has sold about 10 homes in the past decade in Florida alone, cars for his close friends. Yes, cars, plural, as in more than one. Trucks for his dad. Yes, trucks, plural, as in more than one. A car for his mom, a family man through and through. The Dwayne Johnson Rock Foundation, a charity that works with terminally ill children. So guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. For more interesting content, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.